Fever embarrass the Chicago Sky in Chicago, 79-52, and what should have and what would have been a 40-point blowout had we not called the dogs off. Had we not called the dogs off, we blow this team out by 40. Howdy do. Howdy do. It is a good day. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Guys, this game was not close. It is officially a wrap, officially a final, 79-52. I had said earlier in the game, if Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham had been playing in this game, they might have won by 40. I was wrong. They might have won by 70. It was that bad. Angel Reese, 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 of 7 from the field.
Believe me when I say that A.R. McDonald and Lexi Hull weren't only having fun, they were tearing up the skies when the Indiana Fever transformed Angel Reese's house into their own dunk tournament. Imagine Angel attempting to remain awake. Angel's defense is the only thing being burned during her extensive grilling on her own court. You have to witness this incredible blowout to believe it.
No problem. No Sophie Cunningham. No problem. No head coach Stephanie White. Have no fear. The final boss, Austin Kelly, is here. The Chicago Sky. We came into your building and we just, from pillar to post, smacked you guys around. Oh, it was glorious. Shout out to Bobby Roode.
Welp, it was a...
It's like being at a magic show when the magician swings a wand and 12 rebounds appear out of thin air, and the name alone leaves Angel Reese basketball fans perplexed. But wait, what are the actual points? Spoiler alert, they were far from her. Statline, to put it mildly, Angel Reese was the most noticeable player of the evening, which begs the question, how did she even get on the court? Last night, the Indiana Fever crushed the Chicago Sky.
Chicago Sky are a travesty. I told you guys before, they're a travesty. They got two people they drafted last year. Neither one of them could make layups. Angel Reese was awful again. She's awful again. Camila Cardoso stinks. The Chicago Sky. Oh, Courtney Vandersloot. Prayers up for Courtney.
Let's begin with the fundamentals. While most of us are out there trying to make a shopping run without forgetting half of our list, Angel is out there apparently forgetting how to score. Reese, the statistical wonder or basketball prodigy, scored 4 points last night. She padded her statistics with 12 rebounds, which is adorable, but when your team is having a bad time, those rebounds begin to feel less like hustle and more like a last-ditch effort to grab anything related to basketball. I did collect 12 rebounds, Angel, but how did you use them? Not in my opinion.
Can beat Indiana. This is not a rivalry. This is a one-sided beef. When Courtney Vandersloot went down in the first quarter, I knew it was over for Chicago. And I'm praying that it's just a little boo-boo and she comes back, because this right here, no. Indiana only scored 11 points in the fourth quarter and Chicago still couldn't catch up. I don't know what kind of trick shot Ariel Atkins was throwing up tonight, but she needs to never throw them up again. Kia Nurse gave us 4 points. Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese combined only gave us 12 points. That is unacceptable. We know Angel's gonna draw that triple-double team, right? Kick the ball out, find somebody else open. Chicago is not spacing the floor. Like, they're standing right next to each other doing nothing. Cut! Y'all gotta cut. I'm sorry, y'all gotta start.
Even when their name isn't exactly flashing in neon on the scoreboard. These rebounds are precisely what you would expect from someone who is anxious to establish their position in the game. She appears to be saying, hey, look at me, I'm contributing, while excitedly raising her arms. However, the real points, there are none of those. Somewhere in the parking lot, sipping coffee, maybe enjoying a respite from all the outrage Angel is sorely needing, while rebounding is good. It's like praising someone for simply holding the microphone if you don't get any points.
The onset, the Indiana Fever jumped out to a lead and we didn't look back, right? Like how some people reverse in a car these days. You don't look back, you just look at your screen. We got the lead and we just didn't look back. The Indiana Fever destroying the pathetic Chicago Sky, the sad Chicago Sky, the distraught Chicago Sky, the mess of a franchise known as the Chicago Sky, Tyler Marsh, salute. Tyler Marsh, you see what a real head coach?
When your team loses this season, outscoring a player by 4 points in a game is more like a participation prize, like, hey Angel, you did better than this one person. Here's a gold star, rather than a highlight reel moment. Kudos to all of the fans of Angel Reese who are flying their flags with pride. If you're celebrating that, then I suppose the threshold for success is quite low. Even though the joy is contagious, Angel feels angry and disappointed. Performance, the true epidemic, is that, in a reality show that the WNBA hosts, the star isn't necessarily the best player but rather the one who attracts the most media attention. Even if they don't play well on the field, Angel looks to be still learning which basket to shoot for. Therefore, it's really amazing that he gets so much media attention and favoritism. Ladies and gentlemen, Reese is the queen of exaggeration over substance. She is very different on the court, even though she has a catchy nickname, a lot of social media buzz, and enough press to fill a library.
Gang! Fever gang! That's how you ball! Ladies, let's use the brick leg sloth's stupid slogan. What they gonna say now? No Caitlin Clark, no Sophie Cunningham, no head coach, and y'all was at home, and y'all got 27 piece goon squad. Y'all remember this? Belt to motherfucking ass on you weak punk ass Chicago Sky goon squad clowns. The brick leg sloth, you only scored 4 points and shot 28%. The supposed superstar, the WNBA is gonna have to commit an investigation for animal cruelty because we beat the sloths down so bad for being on the court.
Of skill, Angel Reese's performances can occasionally be likened to a family barbecue, where someone keeps showcasing their insane burger flipping skills and ultimately sets the grill on fire. Although there is a lot of noise and enthusiasm, the outcome makes you question whether the work was worthwhile. Basketball is more than just her desire. For Angel, it's about making shots, coming up with plays, and scoring goals. Angel appeared to be playing a whole different game, possibly WNBA hide-and-seek, because she was nowhere near the action when it mattered most. You know, when your team truly needed a stop. If you think her offense is dubious, wait until you see the opposite side of the court last night. In addition to winning, the Fever were dancing. Since she was on vacation, let's take the time to defend her.
Destroyed the Chicago Sky in what was an embarrassing loss for Chicago. That was just sad watching them play against the Indiana Fever with no Caitlin, no Stephanie White, and they looked that bad. Angel Reese was not a factor in this game. She's not a great player in my opinion. She plays her role well, but even her role as being a power forward, a player who gets rebounds, puts up layups, like she misses most of her layups. She's just not that good of a player. I don't know why people are treating her like she's a superstar. She wasn't even a factor in this game. She's never really a factor in any of these games. The Chicago Sky, they have nothing right now.
I find it incredibly puzzling that despite being one of the least talented players on the court, she is nonetheless liked by the media and fans. She seemed to have perfected the art of being assertive, boisterous, and, dare I say it, compelling enough to draw attention away from the obvious shortcomings in her performance. How you maintain that amount of coverage with so little production is nearly unfathomable. Not to mention the people the fans who continue to support her and think she is the future. Especially now that the season is halfway over, everyone wants time. Basic basketball skills are the only prize up for grabs, so it's like buying a lottery ticket that you haven't won yet. The highlight reel is still as deserted as a desolate town. Not in a positive manner, but in a way that makes you wonder if someone switched jerseys with the wrong person by accident. Reese's season debut has been unexpected. The way the universe continues to find reasons why she has been more of a liability than an asset is amazing, even though the scoreboard continues to tick and the losses continue to mount. She is still young, learning, and developing.
Stinks. The Chicago Sky. Oh, Courtney Vandersloot. Prayers up for Courtney Vandersloot. We don't like to see anybody get hurt. With Courtney Vandersloot being down, I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Chicago Sky are trash. The Chicago.
Speaking of respect, there is a great deal of irony here. Angel is a master of drama, whether it's trash talk, off-court antics, or creating headlines for reasons pertaining to her game. Maybe the WNBA should reconsider what it stands to gain from this. How can someone who obviously struggles on the court get so much attention? Talent seems to be less significant than marketability and charisma. Remember how she outscored the entire opposing team last night, yet only managed to score 1 or 2 baskets? The Fever, didn't they demonstrated to Angel what true basketball is all about? If you want to lead, score, defend, and dazzle, simply show up with rebounds and hope for the best. They battered up the sky. Fewer supporters will continue to celebrate their victories and giggle in private as they watch the highlight reels, which ought to feature Benchwarmer and Angel Reese's names. If the season continues in this manner, Angel Ree may end up representing wasted potential and serving as a reminder of what might have been if the hustle had lived up to the expectations.
Dismantle, complete beatdown on yours truly, man, the Chicago Sky. And I gotta admit, guys, this game got that bad, man. This game got so out of hand, man, I actually got bored. Angel. First off, Angel, you're supposed to be a champion, man. You're supposed to be Chi-Town Barbie with the NCAA championship ring. You ain't seeing me, Angel Reese.
Being a favorite doesn't always mean being the best player on the court or making the loudest plays. It can also mean really delivering results and helping your team win. If the Chicago Sky want to avoid more heartbreaking losses like this one, they must reevaluate their lineup strategy. Angel Ree is simply incapable of managing a staff that is obviously struggling, especially while she is experiencing her own challenges. Angel Ree regrettably falls far short of that expectation. The fervor surrounding Angel Ree is poised to explode. Once joy and optimism give way to frustration and disappointment for both fans and commentators. As a matter of fact, Angel Ree has yet to be regarded as a trustworthy team leader. She is inflating her numbers as if it were an Olympic event, racking up numbers that look amazing on paper but don't reflect her meaningful efforts on the court.
You mean to tell me the highest goddamn score on the team for Chicago Sky had 8 goddamn points? Everybody on the goddamn team had less than 8 points. And you're a WNBA team. 8 points. Are we professionals or amateurs? I'm really trying to understand. Like, is we here for basketball, or we here to goddamn do something totally different? Got a different agenda or what? 8 goddamn points was the highest total per person. Everybody under that had 7 points, 5 points. Angel Reese, 4 goddamn points. And you lost to an Indiana team without their head coach, Caitlin Clark.
Basketball is ultimately a game where results matter, more than glitzy appearances or hype. It seems like Angel Reese's current media attention and chatter paint a different picture of her than what she does on the court. She certainly pulls down rebounds, but the goal of basketball is to consistently add to the scoreboard, make smart plays, and provide a danger offensively. Angel's current scoring numbers are a little underwhelming considering all of the attention she has garnered. The hype seems to be outstripping reality at the moment. Given that results are what matter most in basketball, perhaps it's time to put in more work, spend more time honing your scoring touch in the gym, and concentrate on becoming a complete player rather than ignoring the buzz and relying too much on rebounds to sustain a quiet offense. Being in the spotlight inevitably raises expectations, and for good reason. Both fans and critics want to see her lead the team, score points, and make game-saving clutch plays.
Said I believe that they would convincingly beat the Chicago Sky without Caitlin Clark. Lo and behold, I did not know it would be this bad. It was terrible. There is no robbery, guys. There is no way, guys, your number one player is going to drop the ball like this, guy. I just can't believe it, man. What they gonna say on ESPN come Monday? Will they even?
Last night's game served as yet another depressing reminder to all Fever fans that passion will only get you so far, and that Angel Reese's path to true basketball greatness is still very much a work in progress, or perhaps simply a dream that hasn't yet come true. Therefore, don't wait for her to burst into the WNBA superstar role that everyone keeps pretending she is. Rather, continue to observe and hold out hope. I hope the remainder of the season brings some real highlights for those who reveled in the resounding victory. Don't worry, this one is absolutely for you. Instead of just more of Angel's signature 12 rebounds for points routine, there are times when you want to jump off the couch. Until then, people, relax and enjoy the show. Some of us think it's the greatest entertainment out there at the moment. It's hilarious gold on the court. It's more than just basketball.